much weight does the subpoena hold for Kellyanne Conway?
So, the subpoena is a serious escalation, but I think we can predict the White House is going to ignore it, as they have with others. I think ultimately this is going to have to be litigated in the courts. I think there's a very good chance the House is going to win this one, but unfortunately these things take time, and I think that's the broader strategy of the White House right now, is resist everything across the board and stall, stall, stall.
So she refused to appear on the advice of White House counsel. Executive privilege has not been exercised here, right? So what's the legal rationale for this?
So the White House is asserting sort of a strange claim that White House presidential advisors have absolute immunity to any kind of subpoena. That's not a viewpoint that either the Congress or the courts have endorsed at any point, which is why it's going to wind up having to be litigated. To be fair to the Trump administration, they're not the first administration to assert that. They are, however, the first one to stick to their guns on that and not accommodate the House and ultimately find some sort of compromise, at least not yet.
The same thing with Hope Hicks when she testified last week. Everything that she said was not everything about her time in the White House she would not speak to for the same reason.
Right.
So President Trump at this point, he's ignoring this federal agency's recommendation that Conway be fired. They said she should be fired for, quote, numerous violations of the Hatch Act. Explain how she violated this and explain this recommendation.
Yeah, interestingly, I've sat in Henry Kerner's shoes. He's the head of the agency that recommended her firing because she violated the standards of conduct when I was leading the Office of Government Ethics. And just as the White House ignored me, they're ignoring Henry Kerner. The difference this time is Henry Kerner is a Trump appointee. So right there, that makes it strange. The way she violated it is she's used her position to advocate for the success or failure of individual candidates and political parties while being interviewed on television and on her Twitter page, which the Office of Special Counsel, not related to Mueller, the agency that does this, found was essentially an official account because she tweets so much government information on it. The defenses from the White House have ranged from saying, oh, this is a violation of her First Amendment rights, which the courts have rejected, to now a new one saying that somehow the Hatch Act doesn't apply to senior White House officials. But these are actually rather extreme positions for the White House to take, and they're not going to be supported in any form, whether by Congress or in a court or anywhere else.